Hello, these are video notes for section 9.7, and if you're in my iPad class, it's actually section 8.7. These are special products that we'll be factoring. Back at the beginning of the chapter, we looked at a few shortcuts in one of our sections for how to multiply two polynomials, a plus b and a plus b together, and we would get a squared plus ab. And I'll put these in alphabetical order, AB plus B squared. And then the two middle terms combined, and we got 2AB plus B squared. And we learned that shortcut where we could square A and then multiply A and B together times 2, and then square B and get B squared. And so the same thing would happen on the second one, A squared, this time minus 2AB plus B squared. And then the second shortcut we learned, if you multiply A times A, we get A squared. A times negative B is the same thing as B times A, except one's negative and one's positive, and so they cancel. And then B times negative B is negative B squared. And so what we're going to do now is we'll actually factor those answers. So for example, let's factor a squared minus 49. So we know a squared is a times a. 49 will be 7 times 7. We have a negative 49, so we know that's plus and minus. So 7 times 7 is 49. When you add 7 and negative 7 together, you get 0, and that's why there's nothing in the middle. So for number 2, we would have x times x, y times y, 1 positive and 1 negative. Now you might hear me call this a difference of two squares. If you remember, the word difference means to subtract. We're subtracting two perfect squares. Notice in the first problem, 49 is a perfect square, a squared is a perfect square, and in the second problem, x squared and y squared are both perfect squares. So you might hear me refer to this as the difference of two squares. On number 3, we factor like normal, x times x, what times what is 6. That adds up to 12. We would get 6 and 6. The signs are the same and they're both positive. Now we can leave our answer like that, but I want you to notice back up here at the top of the box, we can actually write those binomials as x plus 6 squared. So we have two ways we could write it. The first way is with the two parentheses, x plus 6, x plus 6. Or we can write it x plus 6 squared. On number 4, we'd have y times y. What times what is 9? 3 times 3. The signs are the same. They're both negative. We can leave our answer, or we can write it as y minus 3 squared. And now you can do the checkpoint. We'll check it over in class.